Hello, John here with some retro gaming pickups. The first set of games I'm going to show you are games that I've either purchased through car boots, charity shops or on eBay, and the next set of games I will show you is from my buddy Retro Paul, just the gifts he's gave me because he's got quite a few doubles. So the first game I've got here is Casper. It's picked up from a charity shop and it's in pretty good nick, manual, complete disc, everything. I've never played Casper before, but it looks like a good game, so I'll give it a bash later. From the same charity shop I got a bashed up copy of Colin McRae Rally, and the disc looks in terrible condition, but fingers crossed it'll work. From eBay I got Beast Wars Transformers. I've played this and it's quite a broken game, but if you're a Transformers fan you can probably put up with the flaws, but I would still recommend any Transformers fan picks up either the first two of Cybertron games on Xbox or PS3, or even the Transformers game on the PS2. Again, this was from eBay, Ridge Racer Revolution. I've never played this before until I bought it off eBay. It's good, but I still prefer Ridge Racer or Ridge Racer Type 4. And Ridge Racer came with this, Rock and Roll Racing 2. It's not a rare game, but you don't see it coming up on eBay that often, but it's a really good weapon racing based game, and I do recommend you pick it up if you're into those type of games. And the last PlayStation game I got was RC Stunt Copter, and this was from a charity shop in Monkey Spazzy's hometown when I was there one day, and it's the only game I got from there because the rest were too damn expensive. But I remember playing the demo of this when it was initially released, and it was very difficult to control with the dual analog sticks, but I loved it, and I thought, hell, for £1 I'll pick it up. These next PlayStation games, these two I picked up from a local charity shop, and it's Tenchu Wrath of Heaven. Now I do have the original on the PlayStation and I quite enjoyed it, even though the difficulty is quite unforgiving, but hopefully this will be a wee bit easier. Rayman 3. Love the original Rayman, have it on the PlayStation. Never played the second one other than a demo on my PC when I originally got that way back in the early 2000s, but I'm sure I'll enjoy this. I do like a good 3D action platformer. From local car boot, picked up Warriors. Watched the film, never played the game, but I've been informed by Retro Paul it's quite good. This doesn't come with a manual, but otherwise complete. Sega Classics collection, again from the same seller at the car boot, and always liked the idea of the Sega Ages 2500 line in Japan, and they never got around to making that Streets of Rage remake with the 2D hand-drawn sprites, so I was quite miffed about that. And this is the UK version or PAL version of a compilation of all the games. Originally in Japan they were released singly. The only games I've played in it so far are Golden Axe and Fantasy Zone. Fantasy Zone fares a lot better than Golden Axe did, but hopefully the other games will be quite cool. I'm sure it's pretty difficult to fuck up columns at least. And Taito Legends 2. I do have the first one on the way from eBay, but I wanted this one for Elevator Action Returns in, is it G-Darius or Darius Gaiden? Can't remember which one it is. It's one with the big orange fish. I'm sure both of them have that, but never mind. But that's the reason why I picked up this one, and like I said, got the first one on the way. Another game I did pick up from eBay was Capcom Classics Collection Volume 1, but the seller either knew or purposely scratched it, so it was completely unplayable. I managed to get a partial refund off the seller, and it will go towards another Capcom Classics Collection game when I see one coming up in eBay. So games Retro Paul has gifted me, I got them off him because he either wanted rid of them or he had doubles. I think it was more the fact that he had a lot of doubles, and I greatly appreciate them because he's just pretty much doubled, even trebled my PlayStation and PlayStation 2 collection in the space of a month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the PlayStation 1 games that he's gifted me. So, first of all, Die Hard Trilogy. Love the Die Hard Trilogy games, especially the third one, which was initially my least favourite when I played them, but this is quite cool to have in my collection. I am just taking these games from a pile I've got to my left hand side here at random, so I don't know what games I'm looking at. I'm just going to see them as you do as well. Shrek Treasure Hunt. Don't think I'll play that, but nice bonus is a nice old ELSPA age rating system. I do miss that. Much better than the PEGI system we have now. The original Grand Theft Auto. Already have a copy of this, but it's always nice to have a double. And it's a good game. I always like the hillbilly music you got in the pickup trucks. Croc. Remember my mate Adam having this, and this was supposed to be a Super Mario 64 beta, and it's not the case. I've never played Super Mario 64 on an N64, but I have on the DS, and this is a nice platformer, but it's no Super Mario. But it's still an excellent achievement on the early 32-bit systems. G-Police, never played it. Had a demo of it. Yeah, maybe I played the demo, I'm not sure, but I think it was the feature copy LAPD I played. But certainly looking forward to having a go at it. Didn't realise it was 2 discs either. Tony Hawk's. Never been a big skateboarding fan, did have one when I was a child, and yeah. But playing the demo of this back in the day, I quite enjoyed it, so I'll probably give this a good bash. Looks like a good score attack game. The original Wipeout. I prefer Wipeout 2097, but I'll still give this a wee bash. Oh, Harry Potter. My little brother had this because I got my PlayStation 1, like the proper really small one, and I can remember him enjoying this, but probably not for me, more for the wife. You can't probably see this, but if I flip on the back, Spider the Dragon. It's a really good game. Actually, really good graphics for the PlayStation 1. Certainly back in the day, it was probably one of the ones that was pushing the PlayStation to its limits. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Not a big fan of the Mortal Kombat games as I am the Street Fighter games. It's just the gameplay is a bit unfair on this, I think. It's probably good in 2-player, but when I play games like this I'm not very competitive. But yeah, I'll still be playing it. So I do like the cast of characters. They're really well done for the time, especially like the original movie. Right, tight fingers. Yeah. Formula 1 97, never played it. Never been a big fan of the F1 games, but did play the original Formula 1. 95 was it? 95, 96? 007, The World Is Not Enough. Sort of FPS. Might be interesting, might not be. Rayman. Again, I've got a copy of this already, but I do enjoy Rayman. It's quite a difficult platformer, very unforgiving, but drawn really well, and kind of showed off what, even though 32-bit genre was pushing for 3D polygon graphics at the time, this is still lovely drawn, well detailed. I also have this on the Game Boy Advance. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. Dancing Stage Euromix. Again, already have this, but don't have a dance mat anymore. Driver, the original. I can imagine it's certainly better than Driver 3. Crash Bandicoot, always nice to have an extra copy of Crash. The original Ridge Racer, excellent. The case has seen better days, but the game works perfectly. Now we only really need Ridge Racer to complete the Ridge Racer series on the PlayStation. Rugrats. Initially when Paul showed me the stack of doubles he had, I said to him, don't bother with this game, but when I told my wife he had it, my wife really wanted it, so he ended up getting his fiancée when he finished work to come pick him up and drop off this game for me. Final Fantasy games, never been into them. I'm not a big RPG fan, but I'll probably give it a bash. And another Final Fantasy game. I'm no good with Roman numerals, so forgive me. But yeah. Second last game is Worms. Had a wee shot at this with the wife the other night, but I suck at strategy games. And the game I already have, but next to have a copy is Spider-Man. I got this when it first came out and I was really impressed by the graphics. I was disappointed by the voice actor they got. I thought they got the voice actor from the 90s Spider-Man series, but they got it from the Spider-Man Unlimited series. So I was a wee bit disappointed, but the gameplay is done really well. One PS1 game I forgot to mention before I got into the PS2 games I got from Retropol was Cool Borders. I'll add that to the pile. So, PS2 games, again, Paul gifted me these for nothing, just to help expand my collection, and there's some beauties in this pile. Can't remember them all, so again, I'll just be going through them one by one and have a little chat about them. First game I got me, Sega Mega Drive collection, and I'll definitely be playing this, especially with my arcade stick that I have. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. Yeah, absolutely excellent. It's definitely something you should have in your collection. If you don't have a Sonic compilation game for any system that you own, specifically you could start with the Sega Saturn and get the Sonic Jam collection, but this is really good and has even some of the Game Gear Master System games on it. The original Sonic the Hedgehog on the Master System was done pretty well, considering the limitations of the hardware. Sonic Riders, a racing game I've never played before, and it looks like they're all in some sort of surfboarding type machine things, but I'm sure it'll be quite good, probably a Mario Kart clone style game. Time Splitters, again a game I've never played, I've heard a lot about it, so I can imagine it'll be pretty good. Resi 4, I have this on the Wii and I really enjoyed it. I never completed it on the Wii, but I'll definitely be giving it a good bash on the PlayStation 2. Half-Life, one of probably the most hyped games of the early 2000s, never played it. This will remedy that. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, played the demo of this and got really frustrated with it. But I'm sure I'll enjoy this, and I'm guessing this came from a PlayStation pack-in game. But I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Warrior Within, same deal. GTA San Andreas, probably the only GTA game apart from 5 that I've never played. Vice City is my favourite, which I do have. Time Splitters 2, again same deal as the first Time Splitters. Bully, I'm just going to call it Bully instead of trying to pronounce that name. Again, I would imagine it's along the lines of the Warriors and just probably more like Grand Theft Auto than Warriors, but I'm certainly sure I'll enjoy playing this. Dead or Alive 2, an excellent casual fighting game. Had it on the Dreamcast, but got rid of it a long time ago. Better fighters on the Dreamcast. I'm sure I'll enjoy this. Destroy All Humans. I was speaking to Retropol about it a while back, and it's just what it describes as basically like Mars attacks. That could be him right now on the phone. But I shall give this a bash. Star Wars. Can you tell I'm not a big fan of Star Wars? And The Suffering. The Suffering. This was a game the wife wanted when she seen the doubles he was got to give me, and I remember reading about it and it looked pretty cool. Right, so as you can see I've got quite a lot of games to go through, and this will be my last retro gaming video for a while. And it's not because I've got to play all those games, it's in the next few days or so I will have a little son who's coming into the world, and I would imagine things like free time, specifically gaming time, are going to be hard to come by. But I will be back once we get everything set into a routine, so don't panic. I'm quite enjoying being in the retro gaming community, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it, and feel free to pass along my channel if you enjoy the videos. And again, thanks for watching.
Game!